Hi Bolovies, welcome to Community Living with your girl Malevo. So today's topic is regarding savings tips for beginners, right? So we all know how important savings is. It's really just the first step to ensuring that you're on your way of a healthy financial journey. So there's been like a number of episodes that we've covered regarding savings. I also spoke about what I was able to achieve using like SMART, right? Which just means that you ensuring that whatever goal that you've set for yourself in terms of savings, you achieve it, right? So SMART stands for it's what is specific, measurable, attainable, or achievable. It's realistic and it's time-based. So I've spoke about that with one of my videos where I was also unboxing my MacBook, which I was able to buy within 4 months, right? From the time that I lost my laptop. So that's basically what I want us to get into for the day, where we are able to achieve various goals, be it savings goals or be it emergency fund like targets that we've set for ourselves. It could be for any number of reasons that you're saving, but what are the tips that you could employ to ensure that you're disciplined in your journey and to ensure that you really just attain those goals that you've set out for yourself, right? Or you just smash them all together. So yes, so the first thing that I'm going to talk about is challenges that you can employ in your savings journey to ensure that you learn the art of being disciplined in your financial journey, right? So this is just to learn to take out money from yourself to some account where you can save this money or where you can preserve this funds, right, for some use. And you have to stipulate what that use is, because otherwise when anything comes about that needs more money than what you have, you're actually just going to take it from here. So to learn to actually get to the habit where you can save without someone telling you to save, and where you can actually keep the money in the account without anyone forcing you to keep the money in the account. Like, it doesn't have to be a fixed savings account that you're saving money in, but you know that because you're saving for a specific goal, it will remain in there. So that is what I want to talk about for the day. So I'll introduce you guys to 2 challenges. One is called the 10-cent challenge, right? So with the 10-cent challenge, you save 10 cents times the day of the year, right? So if we're on the first day of the year, which is the 1st of Jan, right, you save 10 cents. The next day, which is the 2nd day, you save 10 times 2, which is 20 cents. Third day, 3 times 10, which is 30 cents, and so on and so on. So the highest amount that you're going to save a day or on any specific day is 36 rands, right? So it's about 36.5, or it could be 36.6, depending on whether or not it's a leap year or normal year, right? So that is basically what the challenge is all about, and that will yield plus minus 7,000. So it's about 6,900 or 6,700 somewhere. That's the amount, the total amount, if you're saving 10 cents times that day. So obviously you will get to a point where you decide, okay, do I keep it maybe in a box? Do I keep it in a bottle? Some people do the bottle challenge, right? And like maybe just to be more proactive and actually start getting money into your account, you could then take it from your bank account and actually open up like a savings account where you're going to be tracking this 10-cent challenge, right? So I will attach sort of like a link to a spreadsheet that you can use to track it, right? So it just has the day of the year and then your contribution, and it'll tally it up to say, okay, if I'm on the 3rd day, it'll be 10 plus 20 plus 30. So I'll have how many rands? Actually not rands, I'll have 60 cents for the 3rd day, and then the last day you'll have that 6,000, that plus 6,000 amount, which will be the amount that you get at the end of the year. And as I've mentioned before, you'd have to attach a goal to it, right? Otherwise it's just money you saved and you can blow it on anything, which is not what we're trying to do. The reason that we preserve money, the reason that we actually try to gain some interest while preserving money is so that we use it for something that is going to help us again in our financial journey. It could be that, okay, at the beginning of the year you have to buy uniform for your kids, or you have to buy stationery for your kids, or it could be that December you're the breadwinner, if we would put it that way, and then you have to buy groceries for your family and so forth. And this could really help you with that, to say that, okay, this is the amount that I'm going to use to buy groceries for December, so that I'm not short of money when Jan comes and so forth. So those are the type of goals that you can attach to the savings challenge. And then the second challenge that I going to talk about is the 52-week savings challenge, right? So as you can hear from the name, it is based on saving on a weekly basis. So the 10-cent challenge is based on saving on a daily basis, right? So as I've said, the highest amount that you'll save for that one is 36.5 or 36.6 cents. 60 cents, not 6 cents, sorry. So I don't know what's stuck on my throat. I'm not nervous, guys. I'm used to this right now. But yeah, so with the 52 weeks savings challenge, you save 10 bucks worth of that week, right? So when we're on week 1, calendar week 1, you say 10 times calendar week 1, which gives you 10 bucks. Calendar week 2, 10 times calendar week 2, which gives you 20 bucks. So forth and so forth and so forth, right? So calendar week 52, it'll be 10 times calendar week 52, which is 520, right? And that's just how it goes. So I'm currently doing the 52-week savings challenge, right? And in my account currently I have about 12,000, right? So obviously we're not in like November or December yet, but what I do is that at the end of the month I pay for the rest of the month. So I'm actually doing it on a monthly basis, because I just felt like I don't need that type of I don't need to learn the habit of taking it out on a weekly basis. That was not something that I needed personally to do, you know. But if you are someone that still needs to be that active in terms of how you save and learning the habit of saving, then that could be a very constructive thing to do, where you're actually taking it out on a weekly basis, so that you're training yourself mentally to stay disciplined. You're like, okay, every single week, 10 times that week, 10 times that week. Then you get into the habit, you're building that habit of saving, right? So, but I didn't need to do that, because I was very much like happy with how the challenge is going to be going and the result and the goal that I've attached to it. So my goal for the 52-week savings challenge, which yields 13,780 at the end of the year of my capital, right? But then there will obviously be interest, since I'm saving it in a goal saves account with Time Bank, which I think after 3 months it starts yielding, I think it's 4, 5, 6%, right? So it'll be giving me 6% on an annual basis, right? So then that amount that I'm saving, I'll be using it for my December expenditures, because last year I really had a horrible time where I spent most of my money. I spent my 13 check and so forth and so forth. And then in Jane, I actually had to use my credit card, which was just for me a very bad planning, very like you don't have that focused approach where you already understand that, okay, Jan is coming, and at the end of December, most people usually get paid mid-December. At the end of December, you're not getting another salary. You're going to have to sustain yourself with the 13 check, with the December salary that was paid maybe on the 15th of December, up until the 25th of Jan, right? So those are some of the things that I had to learn after like 6 months of working, that I can't continue that cycle, and I decided to stop it immediately. That there is no way that I am spending my salary, and next year or the next year and next month, which is Jane of the following year, then I don't have money, right? So I've decided that I'm not even going to spend my salary for that month, right? Because obviously I'm not going to work, so I'm not forced to pay transport. I won't be this side. Like I'll pay rent obviously, but the rent is not part of the 13,000. But whatever that I'll be spending money on, wherever I want to go with friends or family, it's all coming from there. So once that those funds are depleted, then I no longer have spending money for December or Jan or whatever, right? So that's how I've attached sort of like a goal to that challenge. So you can attach any goal to that challenge, but yeah, that is basically the second challenge that I am going to mention. And there are quite a number of savings challenges that you can start in your savings journey just to get into the habit of savings, right? I just wanted to mention those two, and how you can use them to effectively become someone that saves and saves for a purpose, right? Because saving just for the sake of saving, you're going to take it out maybe after 2 months, after 3 months, if it's not in a fixed account. But we want to save in any account that we want to save in, be it a tax-free savings account where you have access to the funds, be it a goal save where you have access to the funds immediately if you want to, without any penalties. But we know that we want to save towards 1, 2, 3, and we are going to attain that goal first and use it for that purpose. So that's what those two challenges train you to do, right? And then the third tip that I was just gonna give, it's not a challenge, but it's just a tip. It's related to recurring savings deposits, right? So you can open up a savings account with your bank and then ask for like a certain amount of money to be debited from your everyday account to your savings account, right? So that's what I'm currently doing for my emergency fund with NetBank. So I have 2 emergency funds accounts, one with Time Bank and one with NetBank. So the one with NetBank, every month they take X amount of money, regardless of what is happening in that month, and I'm already used to that amount being allocated to this emergency fund, right? And I think with me, now that I'm thinking of it, I will actually do this for the rest of my life. Just have that incremental value being added to my emergency fund, right? Maybe I might not have an amount where I'm like, after this, I do not have to like put money into the emergency fund. So I'll just continuously contribute that and contribute up until infinity, right? So then the second savings account that I have for my emergency fund is with Time Bank, but this one, it has the variable sort of contribution. So whenever I can't say I don't have use, but whenever I feel like I shouldn't be using money for certain things, then I just take it towards that emergency fund. And then that emergency fund is not for the same purpose as the main emergency fund with NetBank, but it's more for minor emergencies and so forth. So yes, that's how I'm going about it. So that is another thing where you set a recurring savings deposit so that the bank takes money on a monthly basis or on a weekly basis, or however long they can, whatever period that you guys want for the account to be deducting money from your everyday account to the savings account. So yes, those are the 3 tips that I wanted to give you guys: the 2 challenges and the recurring savings deposit method, right? And another thing was just to use SMART as an approach to saving. I'm going to repeat again what SMART stands for. It means that it's specific. So you attach a specific goal to say, this is what I am saving for. It's measurable. You say, okay, this is the amount that I want to save. It's attainable because you are setting something that is definitely realistic, right? You can afford it. There are measures that you can put in place to ensure that you always contribute to your savings deposit the way you set it out, right? And then the T is time-based. So you have already set a period that, okay, I'm going to be doing this for 6 months. I'm going to do this on a daily basis. I'm going to do this on a weekly basis. I'm going to do this on a monthly basis. And then maybe the bank is taking money on the 23rd. So you're setting those sort of achievable goals that are time-based, that are realistic, that are measurable, and then also very specific and to the T as to what you want with those goals. So yes, that's all I wanted to say for today's episode. I hope you are on your way to smashing your savings goals. And if you haven't started the 2 challenges, it's very great to start them at the beginning of the year, with the first day of the week of the year. You can even start with the 10-cent challenge, and once the week ends, you can start with the 52 weeks challenge. So next year, I'm definitely doing both, but I am going to try and increase my 52 week savings goals by 2. So instead of actually saving 10 rands a week, I'm going to be saving 20 rands a week. So because once you start with a smaller goal and then keep on increasing up until you get to a point where you're saving more and more money, and the saving journey is actually very effortless because you're used to it, you love it, you keep on seeing the results, and you keep on seeing how to iterate in this process of saving and iterating in like a positive way, where you're like, okay, not taking out money, you know, I'm increasing my net worth, I'm doing this and this, I have an emergency fund, I have a savings goal for this, I have a saving goal for that, I can buy this in cash, I don't have to take out credit, I don't have to use credit for buying clothes, I don't have to use credit for buying things that I don't have to buy on credit, and so forth. So yes, I hope you really enjoy your savings journey and your savings goals and everything that is attached to your savings. So thank you.